More news we are tracking on foreign affairs. Ruling out a compromise to the military standoff in the Sikkim sector, China has put the onus now on New Delhi to resolve the situation. Chinese ambassador to India has said it is for the Indian government to decide upon options to resolve the standoff. China and India have been engaged in a standoff, as we know, in the Doka La Area for the past 19 days after the Chinese Army's construction party came to build a road. Holding on to defiant mode, China has said that Indian troops must unconditionally pull back to the Indian side off the boundary if at all India wants to have a dialogue. Now, as the stage is set for Prime Minister Modi and Chinese Premier Xi Jinping to meet at the G20 Summit in Hamburg, this standoff seems far from getting over.
When navies are exercising with each other navies that may be seen as potential adversaries or countries that are not necessarily in a close partnership, do use that as an opportunity to gather intelligence. So whether it is about submarine operations, aircraft operations, the way in which the exercises are being conducted. So intelligence gathering is seen as a very predictable activity by navies when they are monitoring each other.
India will not, come into the pressure. Defense Minister Arun Jaitley has already said that we are not, India is not, of 62, we have changed a lot, We have one of the best navies, we have one of the finest armies, which has the experience of 200-year-old, an air force, But we don't want a war with any country, with the Pakistan or China. Our policy is to sort out dispute through negotiations.
All right, situation there only further tense on the standoff between India, China over the road building issue in Bhutan in Sikkim. Now, China only hardening its stand further, saying that ball is in India's court, rules out any sort of dialogue until and unless the Indian troops back off from the region. So there is no compromise. This is a blunt intervention that's coming from China, where the Chinese ambassador to India has called the ongoing border standoff in Sikkim grave and said that the ball is in India's court to resolve this situation as we speak. You'd recall that the Army Chief Bipin Rawat himself had gone to Sikkim to try and douse the tensions there in Sikkim, but they have only escalated and are unlikely to come down any moment now. The situation is on the boil, with Beijing ruling out any compromise on the ongoing standoff between India and China over Sikkim and the road construction over there.